Hello, universe. I wanted to give you guys an update on my shoulder and everything going on, as well as show you a little tour of the regimen that I've been on for post-surgery recovery. And yeah, surgery went really well. It ended up being significantly worse than they thought it was going to be. They thought they were only going to be able to do 2 incisions and like 5 anchors. Ended up being 5 incisions, and I am not even actually sure how many anchors they ended up putting in. But I do know they also had to throw in some permanent stitches because of how badly torn my ligaments are, or were. And so they put me all back together, and it's seemingly doing okay, but I still can't get the incisions wet, so it has been a whole process in relearning self-care for this time being. I had my second session of physical therapy yesterday, which I am now allowed to do an assisted lift up to 90 degrees, which is awesome, and then an assisted external rotation out to 20 degrees. And then I can manually slide my hand across the table to get a little bit of muscle engagement in that area as well, which is really huge. They did give me some potentially bad news that I might not be able to do binds anymore, which was a really big deal for being a yoga teacher. But I'm hoping that they were just saying that to kind of prepare me for the worst, because it really is too early to tell. For those of you who don't know what happened, I crashed snowboarding. I was going really, really fast. I was going about 30 miles an hour, cruising along, and I caught an edge, flipped backwards, and then dislocated my shoulder out the back instead of out to the side or to the front like a standard dislocation. So that ended up ripping through a ton of ligaments and tendons. And yeah, so they had to put me back together. We're doing fairly okay right now, but there's a lot of things that are very difficult for me to do, such as driving. My fiance, when I take him to work, it's pretty much the only driving I'm doing. He starts the car for me and then gets the car into gear, and then I take him to work, and then I come back home. And then I have to reach my hand completely over the steering wheel to get the key out and across my body to put the car into park. It's kind of an ordeal, but luckily I don't have to be driving very much at all. Getting dressed, I still can't get dressed by myself, so I've been needing a lot of help with that. My fiance's been more than helpful with that. Showering, I still can't get the incisions wet, so we've been having to get very creative with how to keep me clean. And Jill, thank you so much from Butte in Evergreen for washing my hair at your salon with the little bowl situation, and then braiding my hair, so I didn't have to deal with it for a little while. I'm very excited about that. Cooking is still incredibly difficult for me. I haven't even been able to because I can't hold and cut anything. I can't open most jars by myself, and moving a cast iron pan, not the vibe. So I want to thank everyone who has brought some physical food over already. I really appreciate you. Anna, Rose, Maya, Jill, Paula, Tony, and I think I'm forgetting somebody else. I'm so sorry. And everyone who donated DoorDash and Grubhub cards to help me out through this time as well. I really appreciate you. If you do want to contribute still to the meal train, you can donate financially or sign up to drop off a meal in the description down below, or if I can, I'll put the link right here too. The help is immensely met with gratitude because I have had to stop working quite a bit, and so not having to worry about stuff right now has been really, really helpful, so thank you guys so much. And yeah, let's get into the regimen. What am I doing to take care of myself? I do want to disclose really quickly that I am partnered with some of these brands, but I want to also share that I reached out to them, not the other way around. It was because I really liked them and wanted to connect on a deeper level. So let's get into it. So first things first, I do everything with Eldorado water. I am partnered with them. I'm actually doing a mini doc on them. I got to tour their facility, which was amazing, and I get to tour their secondary facility in a couple of weeks when I'm out of this situation, and so look forward to seeing that mini doc on Eldorado. They are phenomenal. I am allergic to tap water, chlorine in particular, so I have to use either reverse osmosis water, but I always prefer to use the Eldorado whenever we're out of the Eldorado. Sometimes we'll just have to use the reverse osmosis until we get our delivery. But yes, this is awesome. Because of the hand pump situation that we have and the really big jug of water, I can't access my water by myself, so someone has to put it into this plastic jug for me. We don't usually use plastic jugs as much as we can help it. So then I got my Echo Hydrogen Flask. I use this every single day, at least a few times a day, to help with the pain and inflammation and everything like that. This has been particularly helpful for fighting off any fibromyalgia flares during this time especially. I haven't had a single fibro flare since this has begun, which is incredible, and I definitely attribute that to this Echo Hydrogen water. This has been game-changing for my chronic illness. I am partnered with them, so if you want a discount on any of their products, let me know and I can forward it to you directly, or you can check the link down below. I'll have all of those listed so that way you can get these beautiful health and wellness discounts as well. After I have my Echo, I will move over to making my tea, which is always hibiscus tea first thing in the morning. This one is the coconut one. It doesn't matter which flavor, I just love the taste of hibiscus tea, so I just get my antioxidants first thing in the morning and have this wonderful tea, and since it is such a rich, potent flavor, I never have to add any sweeteners or anything like that too, which is also really good for that anti-inflammation. Then I will have a spoonful of this kimchi. I don't get this brand for any particular reason. I usually get the spicy when I can, but this was the cheapest one that they had, so just what I got. From there, I will go to making my miso soup using the Miso Master Red Miso Paste. I really like this kind. I've tried the white miso paste and the yellow miso paste, and I just feel like they're not as potent as this one. And this one, because it is so potent, you can use a lot less, and so it lasts a lot longer, in my opinion. And then I will mix that with this Ancient Nutrition chicken broth, bone broth protein mix. This is super yummy, and then because I'm trying to fight off the atrophy of my arm, I have been mixing in this creatine powder. I started the creatine about a month before surgery, stopped about 3 days before surgery, and then got right back on the day after. And this is also mixed with the collagen, so it is super potent for my ligaments and tendons to recover. I will also mix all of this together and then put in some seaweed and shiitake mushrooms for some extra sodium and zinc, because my diet that I do, I don't get a lot of sodium at all. So I do actually need to add sodium. Then I will also have a cup of this freshly squeezed orange juice to get some extra vitamin C to help with the collagen synthesis, making the collagen more bioavailable, and it'll do its job a lot better in my body, especially because I really need it with my shoulder right now. The orange juice is great. Then later in the evening, I will make another cup of tea, and sometimes I will mix in a second packet of collagen. I typically try to keep it to just once a day, but on occasion I'll do twice a day, and I'll throw in one of these packets for that second time. I usually do it in some celestial seasoning sleepy time tea, and so with that tea I will also make a second drink with this vitamin C blend. This is fruits and veggies. It tastes like absolute ass. I can't stand the way this tastes at all, but it's medicine, so it's fine. And then I will mix that with this calcium 1000 and D3 powder. The calcium is highly shelf stable, but I've had this jar for a really long time, and so the vitamin D3 might not be as stable, so I've been having the vitamin D3 and K2 supplement to pair with it to make sure I'm getting the best bioavailability of all three of these nutrients as much as possible. And then because you want to have a certain degree of inflammation at the beginning of surgery recovery, I have not been doing the omega-3s, but I'm a week and a day out. So I will be starting the omega-3s today. I really like this kind. It has a lemon taste to it. I don't really know if I ever really tasted the lemon. I think I don't smell fish, so maybe that's what the lemon does. But yeah, I really like this. Oh, and I wanted to backtrack. Quick side note. Being that I am partnered with the Ancient Nutrition, I just wanted to throw something else out there about these guys. Their entire science team is ran by women in STEM, which is amazing. And a side note about their website, all of the photos of their product being in use is also of women instead of men, which I think is super, super cool, especially for a protein-focused company. So I highly recommend checking them out. I really like their stuff a lot. But yeah, that just about does it. If you guys have any questions about what this recovery looks like, I'm happy to answer any questions. If you have any questions about any of the stuff that I am using to kind of help along my journey here, I'm happy to answer any questions there as well. And yeah, definitely check out the link below for all the discounts, and also if you want to donate to the meal train as well, that would be really, really beneficial to me to just not have to worry for these next few weeks while I'm still recovering with the brace in particular. Yeah, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and thing do's.